and welcome back to the Koze channel. So something I really want to do with this channel, moving into 2020, I feel like I've already kind of been doing it. I don't just want to post coffee talks on this channel anymore. I want to post all of my highly produced, anything that I create, I want to post on this channel. I have so many video ideas and so many things that I love to see just specific videos on, but I also love the art and I guess the non-boxed in framedness of a vlog. So I figured that one really easy way to differentiate my content and also really grow Koze to what I want it to be is to kind of separate, you know, what is a vlog versus what is a video. So videos will be going up on this channel. Videos are anything that I think beforehand, create a brainstorm for, follow a plan in terms of filming and editing, and then upload because that is content that I have created. My normal channel, my main channel, just to keep it simple, is always just going to be a vlog. There's going to be a weekly vlog of behind the scenes of my life. Those are going to be the two differentiating factors between what goes on my main channel, what goes on this channel, and that also kicks off today's video, which is a bullet journal spread. I do want to get better at posting more plan with me's, but I wasn't really sure where I wanted to post them, and now I know. I want to post plan with me's on this channel, coffee talks of all different brews on this channel, any kind of cozy content. I want to interview more people on this channel, collaborate with more people with this channel, and just do a lot of really cool stuff, make more poem videos, just create cool content and upload it here, kind of like a network that you've subscribed to. Today I'm going to share with you guys the different bullet journal spreads that I did for 2020. So if you guys want to see all my bullet journal spreads for 2020, then just keep watching. Okay, so starting out with what I used, obviously a bullet journal, and then I also am using my Tombow markers. So I've been using these pretty much the whole year now, and they're really good for not bleeding, but they're also buildable in color. I also just like to use a regular pen and some washi tape, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like this is a very easy to follow, simple, you don't need a whole lot bullet journal spreads, and I've been using washi tape to do the front cover on most of my journals, so I just went ahead and did that and put 2020. Now I'm starting off with an index, so this is actually a bullet journal that I've used a little bit of the front for, but I wanted to save on paper, so I'm actually just continuing my bullet journal into 2020. So I started with an index, and then I started with a mood board. So this is basically just anytime I think of a word that I want to basically encompass 2020, I write it down here, and then anytime I'm feeling a little weird or off or just out of my element, I can flip to this page and read out all these words, and it just kind of puts me back in the mood or the mindset that I really want to have for 2020. So words are just a big thing for me, so I feel like that's the easiest way to inspire myself. And then next I did a manifest page. So this is pretty much exactly what I said, a manifest page. So I basically just created a box in which I can write down all the things that I want to manifest. Now, I kind of find it hard to think of everything you want for the whole year at the beginning of the year. So I left quite a few lines open, and anytime I think of something or something pops in my head, I basically just pull out my bullet journal and add it in. So far there's only 2 things I'm really trying to manifest in 2020, and that leaves me with I don't even know, 12 more lines to fill in, so lots to manifest in 2020. And then right beside that, I did my values and my personal laws. So all this is pretty much, again, self-explanatory. I wrote down the values or the things that I value most in an individual and within myself. And then from those values, what principles or laws do I want to follow? Never to break a promise to myself or to meditate every day. And these don't have to be super strict by any means, but they're just easy ways to kind of keep yourself, I guess, in alignment with your values, but in a more tangible way. So an example of some values would be things like creativity, wellness, honesty, patience, strength, vulnerability, creativity, discipline, all of those types of things. And then again, like I said, you just look at what your values are, and then you create laws, rules, or principles to follow taking into 2020. And again, you can leave some of these open and think of them as you go throughout the year. So the next page I decided to do was my resolutions and goals. The way that I actually broke down my resolutions and goals for 2020 is by seasons. So it's kind of like a bucket list in a lot of ways, and I feel like this just takes a lot of the pressure off and makes it more fun. So winter, spring, summer, and then fall, and then I basically am going to have 3 main things that I want to focus on or do each season. So we're in winter right now, and my winter goals as of this exact moment are learning how to snowboard, and I'm also doing a sober January where I'm just not drinking or doing anything like that. So I'm having like a big health conscious month and learning how to snowboard. I also have some of my goals and resolutions mapped out for the fall, like Youtober 2020 and releasing catching. In the spring, I'm actually going to get my yoga teacher training, plant a garden, and then in the summer, I want to go skydiving. So those are my goals and resolutions as of now. And then right beside that, I'm doing my 2020 reading list. I wrote down 24 books. I want to read 2 books a month. And again, then I also did, word jambled, but a progress bar at the bottom. So there's 24 squares, and each time I finish a book, I fill in one of the rows of squares. But what I was actually just going to say is, again, I don't even know what my full reading list is. I still want to finish that off by the end of the week, but I put the first few that I have now. So this next spread is one that I actually started doing, I want to say like 2 or 3 months ago, but it's a gist list and it has changed my life. A lot of the time there is just like projects you can't get to, but projects you need to, like, you know, cleaning out your car or a super messy closet or organizing something or getting certain paperwork done for work, whatever it is. So I find that having a gist list in my bullet journal is super helpful, because anytime I realize that there's something I need to do, something that I need to get my shit together for, but I don't have time to do it right in that moment, I can flip to this and add it to the list, and then when I have a gist day, I can take on one of these projects. Again, it just keeps me super organized and it keeps me on top of my shit. So this next one probably looks familiar because it's a bullet journal classic, but it's just a year at a glance. So I just split everything up into 6 months into different spreads and then just separated them. Again, like I said, you've probably seen these before, but this is just going to give you a full look at your year. And then another thing that I actually decided to do with my year at a glance is split it down the middle. So then on the left side, I keep important dates, and on the right side, I keep important goals. So like I said, for January, I want to learn how to snowboard. So I put that on the right side, or having a sober January, getting my yoga teacher training. But then on the left side, I write down specific dates, like the actual day of someone's birthday or the day of an event. And that, again, just keeps things more organized, especially when I'm migrating it into my monthly spread, which is the next one that I'm doing. So this was not my favorite spread by any means. It kind of turned into a little bit of a mess, but that's kind of the fun of bullet journaling, is you get to just be creative and make it as you go. So I went ahead and just wrote down the entire dates of January from 1 to 31, wrote down the days beside it, i.e. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then again, you just kind of migrate anything over from your year at a glance, or anything that you need to remember, any dates that you have, and put them there. And then I also made a box off to the side, which is my goals for the month. The next spread I did was my weekly spread. Now, this is one that I tend to do optionally. Sometimes I make a weekly spread, sometimes I just go straight to daily logging. But for the beginning of the year, because there's so many overlapping things I'm trying to get done, I went ahead and did a weekly spread. So again, you've probably seen these before. You can do them a multitude of different ways. I just kind of split it all up, and the days that I have more things to do, I actually made them a bit bigger, or Saturday, Sunday, where I'm splitting it into 2. And then what I like to do is, again, just kind of keep 3 main goals or focuses for the day so I don't get too overwhelmed, except for just days, because there's always lots to do on just days. And it just gives me a nice glance at my week, and then I flip the page over, and then I start my daily logging, which is, again, something you do kind of as your day goes on. So there you guys have it. Those are all of the spreads. I'll give you guys a final flip through so you can see all of them in completion. So there you guys have it. That is my bullet journal spreads. Now, I will say, I have 2 different bullet journals this year. One of them is my everyday personal life and just like thoughts that I'm having, meditations, all of that good stuff. And then I have a work one. This one's all Koze related things, all business related things, all work related things. And those are how I'm kind of organizing my thoughts this year, as well as like my goals, my resolutions, my routines, and all that good stuff. So if you guys want to see updates on either of those or both of those throughout the year, let me know how you want to see it, and I'm happy to film it. And aside from that, I love you guys to the moon and back, and I'll see you guys all in the next Koze video. Bye guys.